Hello and welcome back once again to PAX and Recreation, and today we're going to crack a collector booster box for March of the Machine. So let's get right to it. What can we expect from a collector booster box of March of the Machine? What is it that people want from this box? Ironically, not a card from March of the Machine, but from the Multiverse Legends subset, which technically is part of March of the Machine, depending on the font, on the source. You either get it as March of the Machine or March of the Machine, the Multiverse Legends. So it's either Multiverse Legends or March of the Machine Multiverse Legends. So let's go and see. And why is that? Because there are some reprints there of value. Namely, our favorite monkey, Ragavan. But let's see. Delete the reason. Bloodfell Caves. Let me just move these out of the way. Let's go here. Oculus Whelp. Basically, Meta's reaction after Apple's presentation of the Vision Pro. Burning Sun's Fury. Order of the Mirror. Transforms into Order of the Alabaster Host. Botanical Brawler. Kera Spell Spear. Gitaxian Spellstalker. That's a red as well. A mountain. A nice looking mountain. And let's see the heavy hitters. Voldaren Thrillseeker. Not bad. Ooh, Vorinclex. And Path of the Enigma. Well, the Grand Evolution. Vorinclex is the only Praetor, the only Phyrexian Praetor that I never remember the name for some cosmic reason. Path of the Enigma. Not bad. Good to know that we're already kicking off with Vorinclex right there. Valdo, Keeper of the Flame. This is one of those cards that is like nice looking, but it appears so much because it's the uncommon of Multiverse Legends. Timoret, Chosen from Death in Rainbow Foil. Look at that. Nice. Shame that the card is kind of meh, but... Ooh, Sidar Jabari of Zalfir, the commander of the best commander deck of March of the Machine. You can check that in the... There's a link in the corner, likely. So... Whoa, another Rainbow Foil? You can get two? Okay. So... Horobi, Death's Wall. Nice looking. Look at that. Although I have mixed feelings with the Rainbow Foil and an Incubator token, because I don't know. From one side it's like ooh, Rainbow Foil, and from the other it's like I can't see nothing. Like it feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh card at points. Like I love Yu-Gi-Oh with a passion. Bola Slinger. Okay, we were missing white, so here it is. Like I love Yu-Gi-Oh with a passion, but you have to admit that there are some secret varieties of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you simply can't tell what the hell is happening on the card because it's so shiny, it's so bright that you can't see anything. I don't think these ones get to that point yet, but certainly you can see properly. So there is that. Invasion of Eldraine. That is the Prickle Fairies. Eldraine is coming. Next standard set after March of the Machine Island. Invasion of Tolvada, or Tolvada, I don't know how you pronounce this. The Broken Sky. Nice. City on Fire. This city is on fire. Let's see. One of the World Soul. Another commander card. Nice looking, no doubt. Wrath, Weatherlight Stalwart, very nice. A Edge Foil, Rayav Mastersmith. Not bad, not great either. Another City on Fire. You're gonna love when you get two. You can pick if you want it foil or not. I think that's the whole thing. Keruga, the macro sage. Look at that. Doesn't even look like a magic card. but certainly looks like a secret lair kind of thing. So there is that. And a treasure token. There is also a spirit. Let's go. I love how the collector booster wrappers are just like more plasticky. 8 normal planes, which to this point even feels weird to get a normal land after all this. Final Flourish, Iridescent Blade Master, Fleeting Guerrilla, Knight of the New Coalition, Furnace Gremlin, because of course, Invasion of Pyrulia, transforms into Gargantuan Slaphorn. Well, a mountain that doesn't really look like a mountain, but okay. Kogla and Jidaro, or Jidaro, I guess, being like basically King Kong and Gamera. Nice. Drana and Linvala. Nice. I remember when they presented this card, I was flipping. Nice looking, no doubt. Gimbal, Gremlin Prodigy, the commander of one of the commander decks, which the commander is pretty good, the deck not that much. Timoret, Chosen from Death, again. So we got 2 rainbow foils in one pack and none in the others. This is an edge foil? No, this is a normal foil. This is an edge foil. Zada, Hedron Grinder. Not bad. Not great, not bad. Hidetsugu and Kairi. Ooh, nice looking card, no doubt. Ogre Demon Dragon. Try to say that 3 times fast. Ooh, what a nice looking card. Ayara First of Lockquain. Beautiful card. Maybe not very useful, but beautiful. Without a doubt. And a warrior token. There is also a zombie. Next. Aki Scrap Chomper. Mirroring Avenge, even though Karn didn't actually do anything for that, and he with that is kind of cheap, but okay. Worried Thespian, Placid Rothentail, Self-Fearing Shapecraft, Tandem Takedown. Oops, I'm just putting cards. Render Inert, basically the end of the entire saga, just like one click, everyone disconnects. Kind of sad. A Swamp. Beautiful looking card. Not sure it looks like a swamp. It looks more like an underwater card or something, but whatever. Doomscar Warrior. Nice looking, no doubt. Glistening Dawn. This pack is very green. Conjurer's Mantle. This is from Commander. Basically, I love that. I have mixed feelings with the fact that they have always like Commander cards, but in white art. It's like I just buy the Commander decks. I mean, I guess that's nice, but whatever. Radha Collision Warlord, nice looking card. The card is kind of meh. Yargle, Glutton of Orborg, nice art, no doubt. Very, horrific style of art. Looks like the Swamp Thing from Neil Gaiman or something. Like, look at that. And edge foil, which adds to the mute tone of the image. Rona, Herald of Invasion, transforms into Rona, Tolarian Obliterator. Nice looking card. I have my issues with Rona, but okay. And last, Atris, Oracle of Half Truths. Amazing looking card. It's a constellation card, so it's always amazing. Look at that thing. And an incubator token. There's also a fraction. So, next. Tenured Oilcaster, Alabaster Host Sanctifier, Blossoming Sands. You can tell that this is like the opposite to March of the Machine because we haven't cracked any artifacts yet. Timberland Ancient, Steering Bar. There are not that many, to be honest, but because they focus on battles. But everything is very multicolored because Commander, pretty much. So, they try. Invasion of Lorwyn transforms into Winnowing Forces. Much like the Brothers War ones, that's just like artifact after artifact after artifact. That's super crazy. Vivian's Talent in foil, one of the Commander cards, not bad. Chrome Host Seed Shark, nice white art right there. Emerging Woodworm, this is from one of the Commander decks as well. Ingaruna, this card is beautiful, but the card is kind of meh, but the card is beautiful. You will see that there is a lot of that. It's like this one, Jury, Master of Review, like see rainbow foil. You can like the card is beautiful without the foil, but with this foil, if you put it in the right angle, you can see shit. Like look at that. I don't know how to feel about it, but whatever. Progenitor Exarch, which is basically like evil Master Splinter, even though it's a cat. Tessia Karlov in edge foil, not bad. And an incubator token, because this is all about incubator tokens. With this one, we're halfway there. Let's see. Meeting of Minds. Beamstock Beatstick. Urn of Godfire, the first artifact. And the only one so far. Atraxas Fall. A normal forest, which is kind of weird at this point. Oracle of Tragedy. Seraph of New Capenna transforms into Seraph of New Phyrexia. An island. Doesn't look like an island too much, but you get the point. Invasion of Ikoria. Battle of Kaijus right there. It transforms into the apex, right? Yeah. Zilortha, apex of Ikoria. Look at that thing stamping over. Amazing. This is 100% green because Ikoria, or Ikoria technically, because Quintorius, Lore Master. The last time you're going to see him as a legendary creature because he became a planeswalker. Amazing looking card, no doubt. So last time to put it as your commander, unless they release a planeswalker as you can use it as your commander. One card from the commander decks. Uncivil Unrest, not bad card. Again, Jury, Master of Review. Okay, so here we don't have the weird foil. Look at that card, it's beautiful. Card itself is meh, but the card looks amazing. There's kind of a pattern there. Like the more meh cards are kind of like amazing looking, and the good cards are kind of whatever. Quende, Pride of Femeref. Edge foil, not bad. Drina and Linvala were in foil. It actually gains in foil. Look at that, how it pops. Jeez. Amazing. Ooh, Kendrith, the Returned King. Now, this is a beautiful looking card. Look at that thing. Like in this scenario, the foil actually helps the card. Look at that. And an incubator token because why not? Life is pain. Okay, so we're halfway there. Let's go. Consuming Etherborn, Crystal Carapace, Trailblazing Historian, Scored Barons, which is a land. At least there are multiple lands here, not like in the Aftermath, which there's only like literally one land. Etherblade Agent, Phyrexian Awakening, Invasion of Kamigawa, transforms into Rooftop Saboteurs. Kamigawa is blue. Plains. This actually qualifies as a plane, so I'm okay with this. Invasion of Fiora. 100% black. Transforms into Marquesa, Resolute Monarch. People say Marquesa. That's not right. Marquesa. Bloodfeather Phoenix. Nice. White art, not bad. Terror of Towashi, depending on what to say it right or wrong. Renata, Call to the Hunt. Look at that thing. Beautiful looking card. And also, Constellation. So every Constellation card is just amazing. Gotta love Terrors. Daxos, blessed by the sun, but it's not a constellation, so it's kind of meh. This is an edge foil card, not bad. Rankle and Torment. Look at that card. Like, this is one of the best looking cards in the set. The card itself, well, it can be useful, but like, look at this thing. Like, it's amazing. It's beautiful. I know that, like, if you see the channel, you know this already. Like, I care more about how it looks a lot of times than the actual card itself. Because, let's be honest, if you buy a collector booster, you're supposed to be a collector to some degree. Obviously, you like most people are like, oh, let's see where the money is. Let's, you know, like let's get the big bucks. But at least you have to acknowledge the good-looking cards. I mean, look at that, and this one is as well. Like, woo, Jedora or Jedora. I don't know how to pronounce this. Jedora, Grave Gardener. Look at that. It's beautiful. Like borderless, but the borders are actually the trees. Like, look at that thing. It's amazing. With things like this, you can say magic is art. And an incubator token. And yes, well, there is a point that some people have in the sense that if everything is a special, nothing is a special, which I have to agree with. Like, if you have like the problem with collector's boosters is that, well, if that's why foils are no longer that valuable and not a lot of stuff is that valuable anymore because you can just pay more to get better drops. In this case, the drops are the collector, the cards, right? So collector boosters are basically just pro gambling to a degree. Just pay more to get better numbers. So it actually breaks the game in the sense that I love this card. It doesn't look like a swamp at all, but I love it. It breaks the game in the sense that Pylon is great, but like the wide art one is better looking. This one is kind of ooh. Jeru or the Jeru and Hazoret or Hazoret. Then you're a creature, human god, and you can actually read it. It's a Amonkhet card that you can read. That's great. Guardian Scale Lord from the Commander decks. Daxos, blessed by the sun, but now is a constellation card. So this is amazing. Look at that. Woo! The card is kind of me. Jury, Master of Review. Master of the Review. See, now this one looks great and it's like edge foil and stuff, but doesn't look as good as the others. So they're getting a B. Deep Road Wayfinder. Look at that. Again, amazing looking card. The card is okay. Ooh, Jinki Taxius. Core Augur. Wide art foil. Ooh, baby. 8 and 2 blue. Jeez. Flash. At the beginning of your end step, draw 7 cards. Each opponent's maximum hand size is reduced by 7. Oh, okay. So, well, they don't want to say 0 because you can have something that modifies it, but yeah. Okay, that's why it's so expensive. This is a game stopper right there. Incubator, there's also Fraction. So what I was saying is that for this, if everything is special and you have like 70 different variants of cards, it's like the Aftermath, right? Like in the Aftermath, most of it's like under 50 cards, but like it's like 300 cards because of the amounts of variations. Here it's kind of the same. You look at some cards, you're like, ooh, whoop, whoop, whoop. But then it's like, it's just the looks of the card because the cards themselves are kind of meh. Like, what are you gonna do with some of these? Like, it's like, to a degree, you can even argue that why do they include like 5 commons and uncommons or 6 or I don't know how many in the collector boosters. Like, what am I getting from this? Besides, oh, they're all foils. Like, sure, this is only diluting the value of the foils from the other boosters. Like, only if you buy like exclusively set boosters and draft boosters is that a foil feels special anymore, because you just buy a box of this and you get a bunch of commons and uncommons in foil, and even rares. Like, I have 3 Cities of Fire, 3 Cities on Fire right now just from opening this box, which, yes, this is random, but again, comes to a point that is like just like meh. No one cares about the special versions because they're not special. Like, if you can just get, like, see again, like, if you can just get all these versions and in foils, like, then what's the point, right? Like, what are you getting? Emote Celebrant of Bounty, like, amazing looking card. I like this trend of like, if it's an edge foil, they put like a more dark type of art on it as a variant, so it kind of fits the void colors. Liliana Stalin, look at that thing. Beautiful looking from the commander decks. Captain Lannery Storm. So we don't want the captain, we want the we want the other pirate. This is an edge foil. Haste. Whenever Captain Lannery Storm attacks, create a treasure token. Whenever you sacrifice a treasure, Captain Lannery Storm gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. Not bad, not great, not bad. And a warrior token that is also a vampire token. 3 to go. Oh, see, second artifact. It's like they were trying to avoid artifacts after the Brothers' War. Phyrexia, all will be one. Kind of has some artifacts. Not too many though, but it has some because they fit the narrative. But here is like, no time for artifacts. It's just like characters and collabs between characters. That's all we want. Bonded Herbeast, Plated Clean Beast, Astral Wingspan. See that sometimes the foil even fools you. Like you can, some people don't see that there are wings behind the rhino. I mean, yes, in the title, but still, it's like I remember the Phoenix card from the commander decks of Phyrexia. I couldn't see the Phoenix behind the Neyali, I think it's called the commander. Invasion of Mercadia transforms into Kyran Flamewright. Not bad. I love that Mercadia is red. Forest from New Capena. I think it's New Capena. Yeah, it is. Jingitaxias. Ooh, this is a Jingitaxias box. This, for if you don't know, like every Praetor has two versions: the version that is just the name and the version that is the name, comma, something. In this case, well, Jingitaxias is the first card that they showed for this set, and it transforms into the Great Synthesis, and it's just a pain in the ass of a card. It's very powerful. And the card is not that expensive, really. The only problem is that you have to pay for it twice to activate the effect, but you can really go around it. So very good card overall. Sephir Singer or Sephir Singer, Rashmi and Ragavan. There is the freaking monkey. This is one of the co-commanders of one of the commander decks. Zada Hedron Grinder. Look at that beautiful card. Even though the card is kind of super meh. Emoti Celebrant of Bounty, but this time in a rainbow foil in an Amonkhet style. See, like so many styles and variations. Quintorius Loremaster again, but look at that beautiful card. It's like it looks almost like a piece of glass. It's amazing. Baral, Chief of Compliance, again. It's just a normal foil, but look at how it pops because of the borders. It's amazing. And an Incubator token is also a for action. Second to last. Ren's Resolve. Converter Beast. Disturbing Conversion. Sigilled Sentinel. Serpent Blade Assaillant. Ravenous Sailback. Invasion of Rin. That transforms into an overloaded Mage Ring. It's funny because the Match of the Machine, the Aftermath, only has 50 cards. And people complain that you open a box and you pretty much see the entire set. But when you have a lot of more cards, like 300 and something, plus or multiplied by the number of variables, is that better? Like, isn't that, overwhelming? I'll say Rankle and Torment. Look at this card. This card is art, man. Like, this card is beautiful. The only thing to improve this will be foil, but like, look at this thing. It's amazing. Schema Thief from the Commander decks. Vedalken Rogue Artificer. Rayev Mastersmith, one of the cards a lot of people hate because they see the border and they think it's something else. Timaret, Chosen from Death in Edge foil, not bad, not bad. Guardian of Girapur, amazing looking card as well, look at that. It's like a dream. Lurus of Dreamden. This card has a history because of how, game breaker it was. And now it's just casually included here, like if it's nothing. And with this weird art, it's almost like a Saturday night cartoon kind of vibe. I don't know how to describe it. And a soldier token and a knight token. In this set, it's actually weirder to get normal tokens instead of just the fire action ones. Last booster. Let's see. So far, a couple of Praetors and a couple of, you know, weird cards here and there, but nothing to to write home about. Dramatic revelation. I mean, from the artistic perspective, we got amazing pieces of art. If you're here for the value, then yeah. But again, we're watching this for basically you're watching a man wasting money away, because if you just want like a specific card, just buy the card. Like there's no real point in just buying a box and doing this. Seal from Existence. Planes. No, that's a plane. Ozolith, the Shattered Spire. Not bad. Not bad for the last booster. Deeproot Wayfinder in white art. Not bad as well. Teferi's Talent from the Commander decks in white art. Okay. Dina, Soul Steeper, one of the best looking cards. Look at that. The card itself is kind of me, but Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive in Edge Foil. Not bad as well. And a Dusk Legion Duelist is the last card, a foil white art card. Not bad. Oh, there's an extra one, sorry. Giruda, Doom of the Depths. Again, a secret layer card. Amazing. Demon Kraken. Or Demon Kraken. Demon. Elemental, there is also a zombie. And that's it. But now, let's try to gather what's the best from each category. Let's start with artifacts, because there isn't much here. I prefer this one, so we're going with this one. Now for black. Black is the new black. Let's see. Well, Liliana Stalin, I think, is the best looking one in black. No doubt. Well, this Yargle one, like edge foil mute colors kind of thing, is also amazing looking. And Ayara is just great. Doesn't look like a black card at all. But I think it's going to be... Well, this looks amazing, but you can't really understand what's happening there. Same with this one. So it's going to be Liliana Stalin. Like, look at that card. It's just beautiful. So there is that. What about on red? On red, this card is amazing looking, but it's super meh. Let's see. Edge Foil Captain is always interesting. We have a bunch of fire raining kind of cards, like City on Fire. I think it's going to be Zada, because, yeah, it's going to be Zada. It's not the best card that we have on red, but it's the best looking one, I think. For blue, some edge foils, some interesting colors here and there. Let's see. Some cards don't even look like blue cards, which is always... Well, I think it's going to be these Jinky Taxias, because Inga Rune Eyes is always like a card to win in this category. This Rona is also amazing. This also looks great. But yeah, it's going to be Jinky Taxias, because it's very Phyrexian. Look at that. So there is that. What about green? Deeproot Wayfinder looks amazing, but this is a man's card. Like, look at that. This looks amazing, but it's kind of simple because it's the normal border kind of card. Not much here. Well, Vorinclex is looking good, but it's missing some punch from the foil. It's going to be Jedora or Ghidorah. Grave Gardener. Look at that. So now from white. If the card wants to go. Okay, so Dusk Legion Duelist. Guardian of Girapur is always a front runner for this. Always. Daxos is just like sleepity dippity doop. Not that Daxos though. Okay, it's going to be Kenrith, because look at that card. This is amazing, but could use some foil. Same for this. Look at this card. This card is just beautiful. It's like everything is correct with this card, and the card is also kind of good. So, I mean, if you know how to use it, that is. And And well, for lands, I mean, let's just do it for the sake of tradition, right? But for the sake of tradition, tokens, there are just a bunch of incubators. It's going to be a night. Like, I'm just going to cut it short and tell you that my best looking token of the night is a knight. Haha, see, knight, what I did there. For lands, well, there is, I mean, it's difficult to choose because these lands look great, but I'm going with this one tonight. Because look at this. Some of these full art lands are like beautiful, but I'm going with this one, even though it doesn't look like a swamp per se. Now for multicolor, La Piece de Resistance, because this is where all the heavy hitters are, both artistically. Well, actually no, because some of the more expensive cards are single color. But look at this, just like let's highlight one. Like these three cards right here, all front runners. But oof, Rankle and Torban and Kintorius. Like, look at that thing, man! Like, so much amazing art, such amazing pieces of cardboard. I mean, between these two is going to be right. So I think I already picked these ones for a video, so it's going to be these. Pretty sure. Jury, I also like it a lot, and this one is kind of crazy. But oof, there are some heavy hitters. Like, see what I'm saying? It's like so much. Look at this, like amazing looking cards, and some of them are amazing cards. Like, look at this commander. This commander is amazing. I actually kind of don't like the drawing that much, but the card itself is kind of hits. It's going to be Drana and Linvala. Look at that thing. So that was the box. The values are kind of are in the corner if you want to know. Overall, it was a good box. At this point in time, it's not the most amazing box. You have to realize that the more we move in time, the less value the boxes have. So if you're really into the value thing, you just need to buy them all at the beginning and resell as much as you can, because they just lose value like crazy, except for some cards in particular. But because more stocks becomes available, etc., so, stonks. But we're here for the game and the art, right? So look at that beauty. Let me know what you thought. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a nice time and a great night, day, or evening, or whatever. This has been PAX and Recreation. See you next time. Bye.